How's everybody doing? Oh, whew, goodness gracious. Y'all, it's been an interesting day. Oh, it's been an interesting day. Let's see, are you talking about for membership, Philly? Hey, Aries Goddess. Hey, Tarot Destiny. Uh-oh, hold on. Hi, John Clark. How are you? Hey, Vintage Paris Down Anna. Who am I missing? Hey, Nita. Hey, Thisha. Hey, Nikki's World. Hey, Nyla. Hey, Supreme Shani. Hey, G Marie. Hey, Miss Conceited. Hey, Cherie. Hey, Cat Eyes Baby. How are you? Hey, Cass with the sass. Kaylin. Mason's mom. Exara. Teddy. How are you? If you're talking about membership, Philly, you have to go to my like my community page. If you're a what is that? You're an iPhone user. You have to switch to desktop to subscribe. If you have an Android, you can just click the button. If you still have trouble finding it, email me at Angel Kisses the Oracle and I will send you a link directly. Hey Domo says, hey Tanisha, hey Gracefully Whispers, hey Miss LaDon. Oh shoot, don't tell me y'all getting notifications. Don't get me hyped up. Hey Frosty, hey the Murphys. Hey Savannah, hey Hagona, hey Wanda, hey Michaela, hey Cash, hey Princess La, hey Tanya, hey Anan, hey Jen to the oh my goodness. Hey Bostress, DS Raven, Catrell. Thank you, thank you, thank you, y'all. So I didn't come on yesterday because it was so much going on, y'all. Lord have mercy. Oh, it was so much going on. So I wanted to kind of like take it all in and really pay attention to what was going on. And baby, Nikki, she was on her one and her two. You said I'm here for her with this wine. Ooh, Nikki was on her one and her two. And here's the funny thing. I didn't mean for membership to go to the general public on Monday, but I'm glad that it did. Because everything that we talked about in tarot class on Monday is what Nikki talked about from the wee hours of Monday night and all of Tuesday, honey. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Miss Casita said you called it. Oh, I got all the messages, all the DMs about the pictures that Solange posted. Funny thing is, only one of you remembered that we talked about this in a panel, I want to say a little over a year ago. Said we are ahead of our time. I'm telling you, it's like the timeline is speeding up. You say Nikki want her money. She want total retribution overall. So this is definitely going to be an interesting live. Because I didn't want to go live while she was, constantly uploading and uploading and uploading. Justice for Us, can you do me a favor? Can you post the link? I don't know if it was you or Cat Eyes. Ladies, can one of you post the link for membership so that Philly can see the link down in the for membership down in the comments. I can't remember which one of you ladies posted that for me before, but if you could do it again, I greatly appreciate it. Yes, she did say karmic justice. Thank you, Frosty. Say yes, over a year ago. So Frosty, that was you that inboxed me and reminded me that that was a live with me and Cass. And me and Cass talked about that. We talked about her, you know, working in the spirit realm to help her sister, to save her sister. We even talked about the outcome of what was going to happen with that. Whenever you can, Sage. Hey, Mystic. Ooh, Mystic, Mystic, Mystic. I know you saw all of those tweets going up yesterday. Pretty much everything we talked about in tarot class was all in the stream all yesterday, and was that X? That's what they call it now, X. You say what I do? Being good with the cards, baby. That's what you did. Hey, Candy. Say, Angel, did you see Tina Knowles backtrack? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I just seen that, I want to say, within the last 30, 40 minutes. I surely did. I told y'all a little over a year ago that Solange would go in the spirit realm to put up petitions to help her sister. Me and Cass, that was on the live panel we did. So, you know, it's interesting the timing of it, because, baby, I did see Cuban dial going off yesterday. Everybody was in the middle of the street. Yes, I did. I saw that. Lord have mercy. We're going to tap on that too. It just so happened the timing of when she put those pictures up aligned with everything that was going on. But I want to say that that wasn't related. Solange, I've been telling y'all, she is the high priestess of the family. She is the spiritual powerhouse of the family. So I wasn't surprised when I seen it. Said you had me rolling with your pick on IG with your wine. Baby, listen. I was sipping my damn champagne and just watching the show. Yes, they were tussling for dear life. I'm going to do the simplistic one first, y'all. So let's tap into what in the world brought Cuban down outside to, you know, pretty much swing on Asian down. Because she threw Asian down under the bus. Let it be known that Asian had been talking about Megan. And baby, the thing she said. She pretty much made Megan look like Megan the Diddler, okay? So if you didn't see what was going on, y'all, I don't know what rock you were under yesterday, because IG and X was off the chain all yesterday. That's why I didn't go live. It was so much going on, I couldn't take it all in. But the accusation was that she accused Asian Doll of speaking on Megan, stating that when they all came down there for her birthday party, and she, you know, had all of them to come and hang out with her, that Megan allegedly, we have to say allegedly because we don't know if this is true, Megan allegedly flew down some girls to munch on her for her birthday and paid them. Allegedly. Now, I don't know what the new version of Bad Bitches is doing this year. I don't want any parts of this, okay? Because I don't understand, especially as a woman and as an attractive woman, why you got to pay anybody to suck on anything. I'm confused. I don't know. Y'all fill me in. But these were the allegations that Cuban doll threw out there in the middle of the street on X. And she said that this is what Asian doll told her happened during the shimmy at the Beagle, okay? You said Nikki set the net on fire yesterday and we all loved it, baby. Listen, I ain't gonna say everybody loved it, but I feel like I, I feel like there's much more to come. I thought it was also very interesting that she made the allegation that there were station heads that she did not save, as those station heads were saved anyway, and she wanted to know why they were being saved and who was supposed to be responsible for that if she wasn't saving the content herself. So y'all, let's start off with Cuban the Savage, honey, and why did she go savage on Asian Doll? Because, baby, I am confused, okay? I don't know what these girls are doing nowadays. Your orientation don't matter. It's the way that these girls are carrying themselves that's throwing me. I'm just at a loss. Alrighty, so we starting off with the Neon Tarot. Whoo, have mercy. Alrighty. Cuban the Savage, baby. Why did you get loose and drag Asian into the middle of the street? Why did you get loose? Baby, if you think it's witchcraft, you shouldn't even be over here. Let me help you back out to the middle of the street. There you go. Bye-bye. All right. Why did you get loose? Why did you get loose? Why did you get loose, Cuban? Lord, that's a whole nother thing. Glorilla and Moneybag Yo, goodness gracious. We gonna stay on one ratchet situation at a time. Give me a moment. Oh, okay. Two face down. Okay, Ten of Pentacles, excuse me, Ten of Cups in reverse. Um, they're definitely having a real confrontation. It's like we no longer cool, we ain't family. You know, I had love for you, or Lord, okay. Seven of Cups. So Seven of Cups is also not just my card of confusion, but it's also my card of somebody possibly being on substances. So this may have been, one of those moments where somebody may have had a drink or, had them a little something, had them a little turn up and felt like I'm going to say what I want to say. So if you think about, going to the family get together and, somebody get a little sauce in them and they tell you, you know what, I ain't never liked your ass. And this after they had a few drinks, allegedly this feels like this type of situation. But what I find very interesting is at the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Swords, which means this looks like what she was saying is the truth. Oh my God. Kevin French, I don't know nothing about that. Yeah, Two of Swords. So cut somebody off, High Priestess, and then there go the secrets. And it looks like there's much more to come. That, once again, that was just a warm-up. There's much more to come. Ooh, goodness gracious. And we just at the beginning of the retrograde getting ready to usher itself in, because it's not even here yet. And we're already getting people's information drudged up from the past. So y'all, this retrograde is going to be very, very dicey, okay? A lot of stuff is going to come out between this retrograde to the Lionsgate portal. Do not be surprised. You said, what deck is that? It is the Neon Tarot. I believe this is by Craftarian. And you can find it on Amazon right now on sale during Prime Day. Seven of Pentacles. So Seven of Pentacles and Four of Swords. So she feels like she invested a lot into this situation and she wants to call it to a rest. You're welcome, babe. Yeah, she wants to call it to a rest. So it's like, this is like throwing the baby out with the bathwater. I'm done with you. I don't feel like I ever want to talk to you again. I'm in my feelings. You gonna quit playing with me? And since you want to sit up here and act like you so solid and you so cool and everybody is family, I'm going to tell family how you really act, what you really say, how you really behave. Nine of Wands, wounded warrior. So definitely hurt feelings, but like feeling like I'm tired of going through this over and over and over with you again. Two of Pentacles. This is like somebody who juggles. You're two-faced it, allegedly. Chariot. I'm done with you. I'm leaving this behind. King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So this is that big I said what I said energy, and I'm telling the truth. So wait a minute. I'm still stuck on there's much more that can be said. Oh no. Oh, you said Cardi should be the last one telling somebody to shut up and get off the internet. Baby, listen. Speaking of Cardi, ain't this the same girl that had beef with Cardi over Twitter a few years ago? Wasn't that Cuban? Lord. Lord, Lord, Lord. Anything else to be said before I close this out? Page of Swords. Ace of Wands. So, baby, when I tell you, she's still watching. She's waiting to see what Asian got to say. And then it's on go. Ace of Wands. So, she's got way more that she can air out. She's not done. But she's going to give her a moment to gather herself, say what she got to say, so that she can come back for whatever it is that she says and tear her up again. Hey, Caribbean Tasha. Woo! Lord have mercy. Queen of Wands. So Asian is a Sagittarius. So here's the Queen of Wands. Oh Lord. Queen of Wands, the Knight of Wands. Somebody play Too Short Cocktails. These are the tales, the freaky tales. These are the tales that I know so well. You don't like my freaky tales, you can go to hell. Oh my God. When I say she got more to tell, she gonna really air her out. And this time she gonna air out, I gotta say allegedly. My spirit guide said possible client list. Oh God. Why can't people just stop talking to folks and not have to say anything to anybody publicly? I've separated from people without telling people business. Now, like I said, we got to say this is alleged. Philly, baby, if you're still in here, Justice for Us just shared the membership link in the comments. It's in all blue italics. You said that's why it's good to mind your business. I promise you it is. It don't pay you nothing to stay out the way. Just stay out the way. It's peaceful. Yeah. So you got the fool here. This is like somebody, is ready to jump off the porch. Win, draw, win, lose, or draw. Don't matter how it go. Okay, Philly, scroll up a little higher and you're going to see the membership link in all blue. Yeah, she feel like she brought this on herself, the magician. You manifested this unrequited offer. So it's like she feel like you asked for this. You should have left me alone. You know I don't mess with you. You fake. You two-faced it. You be one way over here and one way over there. So now I'm going to air you out. I'm going to clear you out. I'm going to let everybody know how you talk about everybody. And let this be the last time you say something about me. Allegedly. Lord have mercy. You're welcome, Philly. So was Asian involved with Bigfoot. I know they were supposed to be friends, and she went on that vacation with her for her birthday. And this is what it looks like Cuban is talking about. Said, and it's funny, Asian always fall out with people and they say the same thing. Lord have mercy. Uh-oh. Oh, that's a whole lot. Wait a minute, we're going to break that down a little bit. Oh, yeah, Ace of Wands. Oh, Lord. Yeah, Ace of Wands, Knight of Swords. Y'all, Cuban don't go. She ready to come back out here and do whatever need to be done. And she literally will be quick with the Twitter fingers if she say anything. And it look, I'm telling you, like I said, Q2 short cocktails. Like, I wouldn't even be surprised if she tell her pull up so we can fight, y'all. This stuff. The retrograde has not even started yet, y'all. Let me get out of this energy because this is a mess. Ooh, Asia, pick your words carefully because it looked like she got some things that she can say, and it would really, really, really not be a good look. Damn. Thank you, Jared. Said this must be the pre-retrograde. I'm telling you, if this is the pre-retrograde, because I believe the retrograde starts the 15th. This retrograde gonna put belts to asses. This is a shame. Has Asian responded? Because I didn't see any response from Asian. Anybody to Asian respond? So Asian is not even known for rapping now, only her association with Vine. People don't even know her for that anymore. The last thing I seen is like people know her from Baddies. And that only was like one season. Okay, so it wasn't just me. Okay. I'm like, I didn't see a response, so she must be choosing the words carefully. Alrighty. Lord have mercy. But see, this also goes to, show you have to be very careful who you share your business with and what you do in front of people. Now, if you ain't ashamed of how you move, then it is what it is. But you really got to make sure that you don't tell the wrong people the wrong things, because look at what happened when people feel some type of way and now a listening ear becomes a running mouth. Wait a minute, who deleted their response? You talking about Asian? Because I sure as hell didn't see it. So it seems like all of the semi-famous people who would be online attention seeking are the worst of every sign. Not I hate the Henny is an Aquarius. Said, am I familiar with the young lady who does spooky, scary stories on IG? She recently posted a video of a female rapper who admitted to doing witchcraft in her music. Well, there's several that do so. So I don't know which one you're referring to. And I'm not surprised about anybody doing witchcraft in their music. That's a large thing for the industry, not just one artist. Yes, I saw Solange post. I sure did. Okay, so you said Asian did a post and delete. Hell, that must have been a 2-minute post and delete because nobody's seen it. Lord. So I'm going to tap into the energy around Miss Tina to see if we can, figure out who she was actually talking to, because she decided that she was going to announce to the public that what she said was pertaining to her and her daughter and only her family. It had nothing to do with anyone else, and that the internet should be ashamed of themselves, according to her. Now, this feels reminiscent of when she tried it with Janet and then said that she was hacked. So, did you say Tina too was ignored? Baby, she wasn't ignored by the Barbs, right? The Barbs ate her up. Y'all, I had somebody send me a screenshot and I couldn't do anything but laugh. Hey, Millie the Mystic. Thank you, beautiful. I had to finally comb my hair down, y'all. The temperature finally was a respectable amount of degrees. So let's tap into the energy around Miss Tina's initial comment. And if this was an internal comment for family, or if she said what she said until the Barbs ran up swinging. Hey, Cass. Hey, Cashmere. So look at here. Your first card out, you got the moon. And y'all know they about to be on one. They about to be on one because we got a rabbit. Thank you. Baby, don't you apologize. That is more than I had before we got started. Bless you and let that magnify tenfold to you and your household. So how do I get my hair bone straight? I do a lot of conditioning, and I put like I do like what do you call it? Black rice oil on my hair, and I use a blow dryer first, and then I go over my hair slightly and just take a pass over it, because the texture of my hair is not, that coarse. So I try to make sure that I don't do too much heat. But yeah, if you use like a good heat protectant and like a thicker oil, it doesn't take much. You just put a drop of it in the palm of your hand and run it through your hair. It helps to keep the hair from reverting and help it to go straight without being so straight that it loses all its volume. So here it is. We got the rabbit, which means we're going in the rabbit hole. And we got the moon. So there's something more to what she said than what she's saying. Bottom of the deck is 3 of Wands, King of Wands. So 3 of Wands represents blessings and opportunities. And the King of Wands would represent her son-in-law. Thank you, Gigi Report. So she was taking the opportunity on behalf of her son-in-law, allegedly. This is what this looks like already. Page of Pentacles. The Lovers. Oh my God, thank you. Many blessings to you. Let this be magnified in your household tenfold. God bless you. So there's a business opportunity that she's worried about, okay? Because Page of Pentacles represents business, new business opportunity. It looks like she was trying to protect the church's money, allegedly. Said, I would fight my mama if she took up for my dusty husband more than me. Oh, God. Yeah, so it looks like she's trying to protect, whatever they got going on when it comes to businesses, new business opportunities coming up. Now, we do know her son-in-law is working on that bid for the casino. So it seems like what this looks like is that she was trying to curb any type of conversation that could possibly shine a bad light on anything that he's working on in the future as far as trying to retain new business ventures. Four of Swords, she wanted the conversation to come to a rest. Ace of Cups, for someone that she loves. So this looks like protective mom mode. Oh, Komika, baby, you weren't here on Monday. We already talked about this, but I'm gonna get around to that. Yeah, Two of Swords. She didn't want it to cut off opportunities for work. Like I said, this all goes back to the church's money. Protecting future business opportunities. Queen of Pentacles. Oh, Lord. Queen of Pentacles coming out after the Two of Swords. Baby. This looked like her daughter ran and told her immediately, I need you to pipe down. So, I don't know why she do this. And then her daughter always have to tell her, look, I need to stop. We don't address such things. Stop. Ooh. Yeah, Queen of Cups. So, Queen of Cups and Queen of Swords. It's like she's like, well, I'm a very caring person. I'm going to say what I'm going to say. I'm going to stand up for what I'm going to stand up for. But her daughter is like, no, you're doing too much. You need to use better discernment. Ace of Pentacles. Now look at this snake protecting this Ace of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. So I'm telling you, it feels like she's got a vested interest in whatever goes on, because whatever benefits the family benefits her. And she wanted to keep this narrative from building, to keep whatever was being said from affecting the church's money, y'all. So I don't see that this was an internal conversation that was, supposed to be for her and her daughter and the family. Because she specifically said, you wake up this morning and find out that your favorites are pretty much losing their minds. So if that was an internal conversation for her and her family, who in the family was losing their damn mind? I don't think she thought that out when she retracted the statement, because seriously, who in the family would be losing their mind? And why wouldn't that be a private conversation over the phone to tell somebody in the family over the phone, like, oh yeah, this bitch going crazy, she losing it. Like, that was an inside conversation. That was a breakfast or dinner table conversation that appears to be had on the internet and then was retracted, because it looks like her daughter came to her and said, no ma'am, I'm gonna need you to pipe down and let whatever's gonna be. We don't handle things this way. You said someone needs to take Miss Tina off the phone playing expeditiously. I would have said take her phone, but you just said take her completely off the phone playing. Yes, ma'am. So, Miss Tina, I'm going to say that your retraction is capped, in my opinion. Um, I ain't going to tell you that you can't take up for your family and stand up for your family, but I call Capanese on everything you said when you retracted it. This feels like you were taking up for your son-in-law because you were worried that what she was saying was going to cause him to lose a very major deal that's worth a lot of money. You said, all right, I am done. My man's dinner now. I'm about to put on VTA. I said on these raggedy 304s. Listen, ain't no further going with this. It is what it is. That retraction was capped, as far as I'm concerned, in my personal opinion. But like I said, I ain't gonna say she can't take up for her family, but she picks the most inopportune times to say and do things, and it makes it worse. Hey, Tanja, baby, how are you? Alrighty. Okay, said Yada Marais is live with Tasha K right now. I have to go back and watch it. But Tasha K been saying for the last 2 weeks that she was gonna have her on there. So it's definitely something that they recorded before the gag order went in. Whew, goodness gracious. So I don't even know where to go at this point. Oh, goodness. Why would Tasha be relentless? Everybody was interviewing her when they had the chance. She's just doing her job. That would make everybody that interviewed her relentless. I mean, it's a major story. She comes to you, she's ready to do an interview. Why wouldn't you do it? Lord have mercy. So, does that mean she is down? Say Uranus is moving into Gemini and it's going to be hell for these people. I told y'all from Gemini season all the way through possibly like September, possibly first week in October, it's all gas, no brakes. So let's tap into the energy. Thank you, Ego Waffles. Let's tap into the energy around Emilio Garcia's case. Now that the judge said that they cannot throw out his case. Y'all, did any of you read some of the transcripts from the deposition? Please tell me some of y'all read the transcripts from the deposition. Thank you, Lex. Lux, excuse me. Please tell me y'all read the transcript from the deposition. Hey, Songbird, baby, how are you? All I'm going to tell y'all is this. Her answers in that deposition have practically already won Emilio's case. She said that she didn't know that she was supposed to pay him extra for editing her photos and her footage. She didn't know that that was not included in just taking the picture. Y'all, I'm not playing. I promise you, I'm not playing. I reread it. I cleaned and cleared my glasses and reread it again. Kaylin Megan said that. She said she did not know that it was another additional fee. She didn't know it was extra for him to edit her photos and videos. Ooh, Millie the Mystic said she lied and she cried and she lied and she cried in Nikki's voice. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I said the same thing when I read that Nikki's World. Like, girl, what? Like, you've been in the industry for a while. You're not just coming into the industry this year. You're not a newbie that just came, straight out the street. You've been in the industry for some years now. How did you, girl? I don't have time. Wait a minute. Let's just tap in to the energy of this case now that the judge said that he can go forward with this case. There are only small things that were amended. The judge said that Emilio can't say that it was harassment for him to go to the strip club because he's gay. And I want to say there's like a dispute about the overtime. But he does have all his receipts in line that he was supposed to be paid. And nobody knows exactly what it was that Desiree was doing. So Desiree is going to be deposed. So if you all haven't heard, Desiree's lawyer was trying to keep her out of court, stating that she's an executive, she's busy, she doesn't have time for this. The judge said, no, we need her to come in. Everybody who has been deposed already can't figure out what's going on without her. We need to speak to her, and the deposition is going to be at least 3 hours, and it has to be done no later than July 25th. Right, so the judge stated that the jurors weren't supposed to do interviews to discuss the case. Oh, you're talking about the Diddy thing. So let's tap in. I'm using my Intuitive Kev Kipperish oracles. Ooh, baby, baby. All right, Emilio, I told her that she should have just went in her titty and paid you. But since she didn't, here we are. Lord, let me do this one more time. Let me do this one more time. Oh, God. Let me do this one more time. Okay. Y'all, it's distant future, earth angel, child, destruction. They're going to have a really, really hard time with this case. And the reason why is that the image that they have built up for her for this case is about to be obliterated. So I want you all to think about the PR and the way that they've gotten the public to support her, and they've used her to talk about, mental health awareness and anxiety and things of that nature. All of those things could possibly be up in the air right now, because a lot of what Emilio has to say is going to tap into his mental health, him being mistreated, him possibly needing therapy from how he was treated. So it's literally going to be a reversal of everything that they've been saying Oh, thank you. Yeah, everything that they've been saying about her to the public. Hey, Miss Fee. And notice that the child is crying. So they're going to talk about how she emasculated him, how she, treated him like he wasn't even an adult, he was less than a person. Um, oh, wow. So mental health is definitely going to be a very large focal point when it comes to the mental health status that he was in when he got this job, the way that he felt like this was a hostile work environment. Keywords: hostile work environment, mental health. Um, so you got priestess and entity. That's a heck of a duality, because priestess in the upright is someone that's righteous and kind. So he's going to talk about who she appears to be versus who she is. Man, oh man. Abandonment message. So he definitely has his receipts on how he was left on red, how he was cut off, the way he was treated, how he was dismissed. I don't know, Alicia. Good question. Yes. Karma. Okay, karma. And notice this is a sun shining, so that's exposure. The way he exposes her is going to be karma. And you've got trusted at the bottom of the deck. Like, I trusted you. I thought that we were, really, really good. Like, we were family. Like, this was going to be a good situation, a wholesome environment. Hey, Miss Keisha, baby, how are you? Lord, oh God. Oh God. Karmic film, flying monkey, single and successful. Y'all, he's going to tear her apart when he describes the type of person she is, the way that she carries herself, and her behavior behind the scenes. There's going to be a lot of conversation about toxic behavior, abusive behavior. Um, it's going to be triggering. It's going to be very triggering. Don't be surprised if he even cries on the stand. Oh, damn, Paris. Vintage Paris Diana. Not a wolf in horse clothing. Damn. Yes, we're talking about Emilio. Yes, Marla Maria, we're talking about Emilio. Now, be it that, this is federal court in New York, depending on the judge, this may get coverage. It's up to the judge to not allow media into the courtroom. But his testimony about his mental health and the way that he's been treated is going to be very triggering. Yeah, and see, when you're going to have a lot of public people, the sweetheart and thoughts. People are going to be all in their thoughts about this because of the way that they see her presented to the public. Not, let's see, Megan Catnip, if she'll be covering this one. Not Catnip. Oh my gosh. So it's definitely going to, change the way a lot of people think or have a lot of people up in arms. Raymond, if this is witchcraft, you shouldn't even be in here. Let me help you. Bye bye. Yeah, intuitive Kev and manifestation. So, Lord, when you got intuitive Kev, it's like he's going to talk about how he had to lean on prayer and what he had to do, how he had to meditate to help himself out of this situation because of how tumultuous it is or was. Also, he's going to talk about how, his ability to manifest afterwards was affected, possibly blackballed or too depressed to even try to go to work, or a combination of both. So let's say that, allegedly he could have been blackballed and then he just gave up trying because it was too hard to get out here and keep trying to fight to get work because he couldn't get work and it caused him depression. Obsession and divination. Oh, now we got priestess here and obsession and divination. Y'all, some information is going to come out about someone's possible spiritual practices, allegedly. Yeah. So here it is. Expectations and confusion. It's like there's a lot of confusion around what he was supposed to receive, what he didn't receive, what he did receive. Um, and this is falling under entity attachment. Y'all, it's almost like every time he wanted to discuss what it was that he was supposed to get, it got really, really, really toxic. I'm hearing the word possibly, allegedly violent. So if this almost feels like this is the reason why Desiree had to take over, or how he ended up conversing with Desiree, because every time he would try to mention to her about him getting paid or talk to her about why he hasn't gotten paid, it could turn really, really septic, really toxic. Uh-oh. Austin, there you go, says so she could pay to get her box munch but couldn't pay her workers. Allegedly. Said, yeah, he said that she threw stuff at him and would hit him when drunk. Verbally and physically abusive. Like I said, it's literally Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It's like when he talks about when she gets in these dark places, it's going to be very jarring, very triggering, and he could end up, getting emotional. Let's tap into abandonment. And all things said are for entertainment purposes. This is Allegedly Wednesday, where all things are alleged, allegedly. Yeah, ain't nobody worried about Renee Rapp. She can wrap it up. So occupation blocked. Absolutely. So after he was abandoned, he's going to possibly start talking about how he was blocked from being able to get work. Blackballed. Unable to get gainful employment while she was unbothered. He said, well, I have decided to incorporate my astrology with the Kabbalah in my tarot practices. Okay. You said, baby. Oh, you said looks like everybody's live doing a reading on them. Hey, I mean, it's a hot topic. We've been here doing this, about 2.5 years? So tell them we said catch up, mustard. Oh, thank you, Tarot Destiny. This is the Intuitive Kev Kipperish deck. And this can be found on Etsy. I want to say it's around like $30, maybe a little over. Well, John Clark, if it's your gift and it's your talent, I would never tell you to hide your gift. You can't worry about those people. Oh, you said Intuitive Kev is a cutie. He is. He's a sweetie. Yeah, soulmate and priest. Karma. Yeah. Some more information is going. Oh my gosh. Poverty. You see this? Poverty. He thought that this was going to be a great combination. Like they were going to be able to work together. This was like, a gift from God. It ended up being a toxic, chaotic, karmic situation. And look at this. This was like somebody being homeless, broke, destitute after it was all said and done. Oh, you said you have his tarot deck also? I wanted his tarot deck. It's always sold out. Thank you, John Clark. Ice Queen. Now, the Ice Queen doesn't just represent someone who can be abrasive and abusive. This also represents the Queen of Swords. So this is a double signifier, and this literally falls on top of the karmic femme, single and, what is it, single, sexy, and successful, and the flying monkey. Baby. People are going to have a hard time really, really taking in what it is he has to say. They're not going to want to, a lot of people are not going to want to believe what he's saying, and other people are going to be triggered. So it's going to be 50-50, or at least the internet is going to make it appear to be 50-50. But y'all, this is going into the mainstream media. So, expect like MSNBC, Fox News. This is not something that's going to just be covered by, the Shade Room and, the normal vlogs that cover things on IG and X. This is going to be big budget media. Yeah, I agree with you. Transition and the mature woman. So, y'all, they're going to try to do a PR cleanup on her image. And y'all, this is one thing I can't stand that they do. They're going to go back into, well, she lost her mom and everything that she went through when she lost her mom and how this affected her and her mental health. So it feels like they're going to combat his story of mental health and anxiety with her story of how she lost her mom. Not the new sympathy wig coming soon. Oh my God. She's going to have to step it lightly with this case, y'all. Imprisonment. Messages. Something's going to come out with this case that could really, really, really get her in a serious bind. And when I say serious bind, I'm not just talking about her having to pay him. This could be the coup de grace, honey. This could literally be her finding out that some things that they found could lead to her possibly going to jail herself. So she's really, really, really going to have to be careful with the way that she handles this case, because they're not going to care about her grieving over her mother, because that has absolutely nothing to do with a hostile work environment. Yeah. North Node, South Node, and here it is, poverty. So let's all remember that this man didn't just work for her, he also lived with her. So these stories are going to become very, very in-depth. because this is not like he could leave her, go home, and then, take a shower and wash the day away. They lived together too. This is someone who also lived in the home as well as Kelsey did. I agree, Renata. Divine masculine and pathway. So believe it or not, this is actually helping him to develop as a person and find his purpose in life. So even though this is a crazy situation, he's healing and he's finding his way. Not on this channel. We ain't talking about no free Diddy. You gotta go. You could have trolled with something better than that one. And it looks like he's tapped in, y'all, because I keep getting divination. Well, good night to you, John Clark, and have a wonderful evening. So if it's not him that does divination, then he has a spiritual advisor. So yeah, he has a spiritual advisor. And y'all, when I tell you, when he finally starts to tell his story about how this affected his mental health, how he faced homelessness, how he was mistreated, how he was physically and mentally and verbally abused, people are going to have a hard time because they're like, no, not this one. It had to be a great job, bliss, right? But this falls under blocked and occupation and abandonment. Now, interesting enough, there's another person who is suing Rock Nation directly, and it's not stated who it is that she's suing, but the description of the person she sued, whether she's suing over rather, sounds very, very familiar to the same person that Emilio is suing. And that young lady gave a very similar account of a lot of the same abusive, toxic behavior, having to work a lot of extended hours, 16, 18-hour days, not having a day off in like 59 days straight, how it affected her physical health and mental health. So it's starting to get real spooky with this workplace and how it appears that people have to maneuver in this job. Nikki said there's a new case coming against her. Nikki be knowing all the tea. I told y'all she do. Abundance. Yeah, he thought he was going to make a lot of money with her. This was going to be a great, situation, a great workplace environment, And I'm telling you, somebody around him, if it's not him that's tapped in, he has a spiritual advisor, or maybe he has a very, very tapped in abuela, honey. But they're putting in some prayers to protect him. And Megan, prepare to pay this man one way or the other. So she should have just paid him and had him sign an NDA. Said, I didn't know Kellan, her hairstylist worked for Nikki. Interesting. Yeah. Self-love and rituals. So, like I said, it looks like he's finding his way. He's learning how to heal. He's, finally getting to the point to where he's, getting himself together mentally and spiritually. So will the Breakfast Club get exposed for being on Pebble Nation payroll? I thought that was already out there, allegedly. So So y'all don't be surprised if you see them do, you know, more advertisement with her, showing like mental health awareness and healing and feng shui and incense and reiki and yoga and things of that nature, where it's like she's doing all these self-healing rituals and things of that nature, because they want to show her in a way that is going to be a total contrast to the way that he's going to describe her. I don't know what's going on there, y'all. Somebody within this circle, like, I'm having issues to where it feels like my sinuses are affected. That only happens when I channel people who may possibly have situations. Yep, surprise, surprise. Like I said, either he's gifted or someone very close to him has a gift and they're guiding him. I promise y'all, it's like it's tingling, it's numb, and my nose is literally starting to run. So somebody got an issue. I don't know who it is. Evil eye, false paperwork. Y'all, oh God. She better make sure all her paperwork checks out. I promise you. I promise you, I promise you, I promise you. Hey, honey lot. So I've been watching the other live for almost 2 hours. Like I said, she better make sure her paperwork is in proper alignment. His legal team don't play, baby. They don't play. You see this? You said I started breaking up too? There they go up to their antics. Opposition message. Somebody knows that she can possibly, allegedly physically be violent. There's proof of a message. Now, I just had my internet fixed, y'all, so I don't know what's going on. It took 4 days straight and countless texts. It took almost 10 texts to get my internet fixed. They had to fix 5 blocks worth of copper cable to fix just the internet at my house. My house, not the whole neighborhood. Rich guy, jealous and envy. And this came out in reverse. So he doesn't have a jealous bone in his body. And y'all, his money has been greatly affected. This is going to show that he's had issues with poverty. And I really feel, in my personal opinion, I feel like he was been very humble about this situation, because he could have blasted her a long time ago. He went above and beyond to contact her privately so that they can handle this and he could just get whatever was owed to him and he could move on with his life. So the fact that he didn't take this straight to the shade room or, you know, any of these other blogs and try to, you know, drag her in the blogs, he really decided to just talk to her about it and then email whoever was over, at the management company, it says a lot about his character, because how long was he supposed to wait to get paid? Yeah, confusion and illusion, love offer. So when you got love offer and confusion and illusion, it's like somebody is trying to extend an olive branch, and then whoever is on the other side is causing all types of issues to where they can't get a clear, concise answer. But y'all, look at what's at the bottom of the deck. Now, this don't mean that somebody's into this, but it definitely means that somebody's manipulative for sure, and you know, um, they're definitely doing things to, confuse a situation, or to, I guess you could say gaslight a situation. Woo! Now, I ain't gonna say who the boss might possibly be. But whoever that boss might possibly be, this falls under abandonment, occupation, blocked, and bliss. So this was a wish fulfillment to block him from being able to get gainful employment or to get paid, allegedly. Woo! Goodness, goodness, goodness. Yeah. So you got love spell here and moving on. So it's like, with love spell and moving on, it is gaslighting to the max. It's like, oh no, I'll do whatever I can do for you. Yeah, just send me over, the invoice, we'll handle it. And then, next thing you know, you don't hear anything back, or it takes forever to get a response, because it feels like this person just wanted him to just move on and leave it alone. And this falls under abundance. Like, how do you expect somebody to move on and not get paid? Like, just pay me so I can move on. So it looks like God is smiling on them, y'all. And I'm going to end this one here. Divinity and achievement. So it looks like this brought him closer to God. And what he didn't expect is boom. Look like he going to get his money, and he going to get a pretty penny, baby. And this is what they did not want. They did not want to give him the money he was initially owed, but it looks like they're going to have to pay him 500-fold. Juice 9 Dime, all of these things happening will help Millie's case. Everything that's happening helps everything that's happening. I want some of y'all, when y'all get a chance, go back to that reading that I did from, I don't know if she still has it up, June 9th. I want to say it was June 9th, 2004, if I'm not mistaken. 2024. There we go. Go back and listen to the reading. Everything that I said back then is actually coming to pass right now. A lot of times I give y'all the answers like at the very beginning. Some of this stuff that I told y'all a year or two ago, we're just not looking at it. And I told y'all when I did the Emilio readings, when I tapped in on him individually, that it would be a smart thing for her to do, to just give that man his money, have him sign an NDA, and move on and let this be. But it looks like pride got in the way, and now pride is going to bring him a wonderful payday. So, cousin Emilio. Hey, boo, hey. Look like you about to get paid. Allegedly. And it's crazy. He didn't even, the amount that he was owed wasn't even that much. It wasn't even that much. Just pay him. This man ain't no telling what all he got that he could say on you. He lived with you for God's sakes. And allegedly, you like to drink and forget stuff. So you don't know what all he could say. Say, Henny, run them dollars, trick, run them dollars. Not the gangster boo reference. Said, imagine paying Emilio to Nikki Ucha. Don't leave out the other assistant who they won't say who she actually worked for, but she's suing Rock Nation directly. Said, I want to see what he has on video and pictures. Ooh, Mystic. Now see, that was that tornado. That tornado card. She really has no idea what all he could possibly say and what all he has. And if that stuff drops, listen, y'all, hold on. He alleged that he was hired to do the Bongo shoot. And he also alleged that Megan found out that he was going to be working with the camera crew for Bongos, and she had him fired. That could possibly get Cardi B in court because that was her song, that was her video shoot. Why was he dismissed from that job? What actually happened for him to be dismissed from that job? She may have to come to court or at least put in a statement through her lawyer on why he was turned away from that job, how he lost that employment. You know what? Hold on, y'all. We're going to tap in and see. Let's see if they're going to ask Cardi B about why Emilio was not allowed to work on Bongos. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Oh, baby, you said ain't Cardi trying to ignore her best friend, Star Brim now. She got all types of stuff going on. Say, wouldn't they need a valid reason to fire him in the first place? Yes, they would. Yes, they would. Will Cardi be questioned or possibly deposed about why Emilio was released from the Bongos job? Yeah, somebody got some explaining to do. Ooh, first card out, High Priestess. Come on now, when you get the High Priestess, this is like an ancient Chinese secret. There's way more to what meets the eye in this situation. Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Harsh communication. What was the arguing in the harsh communication? You've got the Wheel of Fortune card and the Devil card. Oh, baby, we about to end up in a rabbit hole. You said Three of Swords. That's heartbreak, baby. Said everything always come back full circle. Yes, it does. Said didn't Stefan and Cardi break up allegedly? Yeah, pH balance. I like the way you put that. Well, it looks like he came back out to do some, you know, PR balancing and saying that they not broke up. But for those of you that are in tarot class, we already addressed this. And baby, when I say it gets messy over there, it gets messy over there. This is why you don't put people on pedestals and you don't ever covet what other people have because you don't know what they got going on. So you got the Death and the Eight of Swords here. Look, y'all look at the Eight of Swords. Look at the hair. Look at the Eight of Swords here. So death means an ending, a transition. Something had to end for something to begin. So this feels like allegedly, there could have been a threat to where it was, if he's going to be here, I'm not going to be here. I'll leave if he's here. Allegedly. The Emperor. So the person who makes the decisions, or someone who may have been above Cardi. Oh, this gets interesting. This looks like somebody who's above Cardi that may have made this call, this situation. Because you got the Devil here with the Six of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody pulled a power move and may have possibly threatened to pull funding or to pull the artist, and that's why it looks like he had to go. But who is this that was in charge of things that made this play? Oh, hold on. Let me cover up the little couple. We got the Lovers here. Five of Cups. Somebody did not want to have a public spectacle, okay? Somebody did not want to have a public spectacle. So it looks like there could have been a touch of a temper tantrum. Possible phone call made. And the person that was on the other side of the phone called back and pulled a power play. Allegedly. Excuse me, y'all. I had to take a mental commercial break. Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands. Okay. The World, the end of a cycle. Kaz, if you still in here, I promise you. You said this to me last night and it rings true right now. Every time you read this energy with this group of people, you always find out something that you did not want to know. Something that you were not looking for. Something that was not on your bingo card. Ten of Swords, King of Wands. Oh, Lord have mercy. Saying, there he goes, right, shaking my head. You said, what's the surprise tonight? Because they full of them. So, I'm going to give it to you like this, Cass. What it looks like is, I'm asking, will Cardi have to be deposed for Emilio losing the job for the Bongo's video shoot? Now, you got an emperor here, which is a person that runs everything. Next card out that comes out to describe the relationship, the lovers. Queen of Wands, fire sign, possible Sagittarius. Knight of Wands, okay? King of Wands. So allegedly a phone call was made. Somebody had a little temper tantrum. They pulled their little rank. A phone call was made to call back and say either he gotta go or she's leaving. So to keep from having a public spectacle and causing some type of issue, whoever that was called on the other end called and made a power play. And this is how Emilio was betrayed. I don't see Cardi on the table yet, y'all. No air sign is on the table yet. That's what it sounds like, Cass. No, that ain't had nothing to do with it, Sylvia. They hadn't paid that man yet, and she was refusing to return any correspondence. She did not want to face him, allegedly, knowing that they still had that workplace concern over his income, and he had still not been paid. So you still haven't paid him, and then you block him from being able to make money, allegedly. It's the same with Glow and the stylist on the tour. Said that now she's acting dumb like she don't know who was calling the shots. And she keeps bragging. Yeah. Anybody know Dad's birthday? Does anybody know Dad's birthday? Please and thank you. Okay, so she's a Virgo. Thank you. Hold on, let me see. Said I get heavy Aquarius vibes from her for some reason. I'm about to look. Oh, no, she's not a Virgo, y'all. She's a fire sign. August 19th, 1970. She's a fire sign. August 19th. Ah! Oh. Oh, wait a minute. Let me check again. This just to see if they wrong. Let's just see if they wrong. Wikipedia. So they got two different dates. They got one for August and they got one for December. Either one would make her a fire sign. So AI even says she has conflicting birthdays, but all of the birthdays are in fire. I think that's done on purpose. Yeah, they've got three different birthdays, but all three of the birthdays are all fire. Now, why in the world does she have three different birthdays? Because if I'm not mistaken, I remember she had a birthday party in December. Hey, Ashanti. I do remember her having a birthday party in December. So I'm going to go with the December birthday. It's very, very peculiar for her to have all this conflicting information. Wow, three different social security numbers. That's interesting. Said an Insta post showed January 31st in Aquarius. That's crazy because Millie the Mystic just said she got Aquarius energy from her. Either way, a phone call was made to somebody, and that somebody made a phone call back, allegedly. And when that phone call went back, he was asked to leave. Yep, he was asked to leave. Would you say I'm starting to think that she's not even real because there's no way? Listen, I've never seen that on a public figure ever in my life. And it's not like it's off by a couple of days. It's literally totally different seasons. So this chariot is falling under the high priestess because it was never supposed to be discovered who made this call and why he was told to leave. But I do not see Cardi on the table. Four of Cups. Y'all, when all of this comes out, when they talk about how he ended up in the Five of Pentacles and he kept just losing money, and this Four of Cups falls under this Wheel of Fortune, they're going to have to pay him a very, very large amount, because some interesting things are going to come out in this deposition. And I see why she's keep trying to put it off. Like, oh, I'm busy. I'm the, leader of a company. I don't have time, to do this in a 2-week window. It's too soon. I see why she doesn't want to do this deposition, because it's going to take time to construct the right story, allegedly. Because, baby, the web you weave when you deceive, allegedly. Since Sloan Bella said they do that when they're warlocks. Well, baby, most of the damn industry is witches and warlocks that work on the left hand. That don't surprise me at all. But I see that he has someone that spiritually covers him and protects him. So it will be Bruja to Bruja, or Brujo to Bruja, or Mamba to Brujo. Listen, it ain't gonna go the way that people think. It will be a battle in the spirit realm, honey. Well, Ian, if you tired of goofballs, you can go, because we ain't talking about nothing you just asked about, honey. You sound like the only goofball in my chat. Ace of Wands to the World. And it seems like this happened expeditiously. This was immediately. As soon as that phone call was made, he got that tap on the shoulder and was told that he needed to go. No explanation, no warning. Just hurry up and pack your stuff up and leave. This don't even feel like he even got to unpack his stuff, to be honest with y'all. Yeah, Emperor, Two of Swords. This came from someone that had some high-ranking official energy. Five of Pentacles. So not only did he lose out on money that he hadn't been paid for work that he had already done, but he didn't even get a chance to work to make money so that he could carry himself through after not getting paid from what he should have already been paid for. I don't know why y'all think it's so weird that Solange posted that altar. Her sister works with the 7 African gods and the 7 African powers. So if her sister works with the 7 African powers, why y'all confused? Beyonce show y'all all the time she worked with the 7 African powers, that she's into different types of religion. I'm just kind of confused why y'all confused. That's right, Cash. Y'all read Cashmere's comment. Y'all, there's so much that's going to come out in this court case. There's so much that's going to come out in this court case. It still goes back to Emilio getting a favorable judgment. But it's not going to go the way people think it's going to go, because, baby, when I tell you some lace fronts going to be loose by the time he gets to testify, woo! And y'all got to understand, they still can call those friends that went on that trip to Ibiza so that they can come forward and be deposed as well, so that they may have to testify. Y'all, this is a mess. Y'all, for whoever said y'all wonder what he got on this footage, debauchery. maleficent behavior. Cut a deal dance. The truth is still coming out, and I think this a deal. This gonna be a deal you can't cut. This is a deal I don't see you cutting. And all of this is happening during the retrograde. Oh my God. Y'all, it's no telling what information from the past is about to come out between now and the Lionsgate portal. Say they may try to settle with Emilio out of court now since the publicity is not good. I mean, I would understand if they did so because it's too much that can happen if they take this to trial and all this information starts coming out, because this whole entire case is a wild card. But I mean, I don't see his team letting up. It would have to be them begging for mercy to see if they could, you know, take this into arbitration from here. I don't see that at all coming from Emilio's side. You said that woman coming, Angel? Oh, baby. Let's see. So we're going to, let me switch the deck. Let me switch the deck. Go to my Ciro Marchetti. I know I love Ciro. We're going to get off into some things. Let's tap into the energy around Solange and why she posted the pictures of the altar. I wanted to wait until I had enough of y'all in here. And let me anoint my hands. Breezy Bree. Now y'all see why I started calling her Annabelle the Stallion. Because everywhere Annabelle goes, it always is something that happens. We can pray, but I'm going to tell y'all like this. I'm not afraid of the energy. But I will pray if that's what y'all want to do. Because I'm definitely healed and highly favored. And I don't have any problems with the Orishas, baby. They don't have a problem with me at all. The Orishas only come for you when you are not in proper standing and you are not righteous. Now, if you're not righteous, leave them alone. But I will go ahead and pray so that everybody can be spiritually covered. Heavenly Father, angels and ancestors of the highest heavenly order, we come before you humbly and respectfully. I request the highest of the Elohim that function in love, light, integrity, and truth only. Please block out all trickster spirits, all maleficent spirits, and all monitoring spirits from this reading. Anything that is not of the highest heavenly order, that does not bring protection, guidance, and truth, we remove it from our spiritual presence and from this digital presence, even after this reading is done and it posts up later. I thank you that you will keep everyone that is in the sound of my voice and in the sight of my face safe, Heavenly Father. Please surround us all in angelic fire and burn off anything that is not from your highest heavenly good. Keep us all safe, not just throughout the duration of this reading, but for the duration of our days, Heavenly Father. Let your will be done on earth as it is in heaven, so mote it be, and so it is, and it is done. Alrighty. Now let's talk about why she posted these pictures. That's right, honey. Like I say, why she posted these pictures. Show me the energy. Uh-oh, you say, amen, I got my black forces and Vaseline. Oh, come on now, you heavenly gangster, you. Show me the energy behind why she posted the altar. Show me the energy behind why she posted the altar. Alrighty. So she's definitely putting in work to receive a wish fulfillment, for safe passage to move on victoriously. Who is this for? Who is this for? Okay, so there's secret energy here with the Queen of Wands, but this isn't what you think. Because this is the card not just of finances, but collaboration. So she's keeping her eye on a situation, and she's trying to help a situation go and come as expediently as possible. Okay, so here it is. A decision has to be made to help somebody walk away from a situation. And she's trying to help manifest the truth coming out about something. Oh, who's in members? Hey, Gigi. Welcome to the family. Yeah, independent woman. So it looks like she's working alone. There's a lot of conflict about, you know, the type of work that she's choosing to do. But she definitely looks like a lone wolf. She's working alone. At least on this side. Okay, so we got the Ten of Pentacles here, which represents a large amount of money, financial stability. But she could also be giving large amounts of donations to the ancestors as well. Here we go. The moon, and you got judgment. There's a judgment that she knows about that is not public, and there's a lot of anxiety around this judgment. She knows that people are watching the family, or the family is being watched. This can affect, you know, financial stability of the family. Choice had to be made in secret. She had to be strategic. Five of Pentacles. So, y'all, Five of Pentacles is not just about poverty. This is also her possibly being shunned from the family. So for her to stand in the gap and do this is saying a lot, because it feels like the petition that she is putting in is for people who may not even be dealing with her like that. Well, Cash, that's between her and the Orishas. I'm not going to speak on if she's a child of Yemaya or not, because here it is. Her sister works with the 7 African powers, and from what they told me, they are not helping her right now. So, you know, Orishas can resend their help. They have a choice if they want to work with you or not. So yeah, she's looking for things to come out expediently. Two of Cups. Two of Cups could be not just love, but it could also work in business as well. I'm getting the word shielding. What is she shielding someone from? Somebody is stuck in a situation that they can't get out of. And somebody could possibly be going to jail. This woman stuck in this bubble, she can't get out. She's stuck in a situation that she can't get out of. This is stuck in the bubble, and also someone who feels like they're being held against their will. And it feels like she's trying to help her have balance through a new beginning. The Temperance. So remember I said she's giving offerings to the ancestors to help assist for the Queen of Pentacles. So now we know who she's covering. She's giving offerings to the ancestors and Orishas to cover the Queen of Pentacles. Because to have the moon over judgment, she knows about a judgment that we don't, as the people, as the public, a judgment that we are not aware of. And she's doing this out of love. She's standing up and defending, fighting, protecting the best way she can out of love. You've got the Magician here, who is also a magi, somebody who also works in magic. She's trying to use the magic to protect the household of the Palace of Wands. Now, because, the way we look at things with the patriarch, the Palace of Wands would represent the man that is over the house. He is the Lord of the house. The Lord of the house is a fire sign, so this is how you get the Palace of Wands. All right, so they've identified the person again, the Hermit. The Hermit represents a Virgo. She made this decision in secret to come through as swift as she possibly could, because she knows that there's a truth. There's something that's going to be coming very, very swiftly. And it has to do with the marriage and the both of them. But she wants to cover the one that she loves. So, there's a lot of backlash on her putting those pictures up. 5 of Swords to the 4 of Cups. Unrequited offer. They may even be upset, not that she did this, but because she made her petition public. And this is why. The Four of Wands, which represents marriage, family, stability, and the world. End of a cycle coming. She knows that eventually the time will come where everything has to come full circle and come to an end. Six of coins. And once again, that goes into giving an offering to the Orishas, giving an offering to the spirit guides, the spirit world. Standing in the gap, standing on her behalf. And she's doing this out of love. Even if I don't talk to you the way I used to talk to you, I am still going to stand in the gap for you. Now, this could be spiritual jail, and this could be actual prison. Now, right now, we are going into Leo season, but this gives me the Lion of Judah, okay? Y'all, this is about to get heavy. This is my Lion of Judah card. The Lion of Judah is the Most High. He's putting people in spiritual and physical jail. And they're juggling over there trying to figure out what they're going to do. Being impetuous, taking a leap before they think things through. They've never had to go through anything like this before. They've never, ever, ever had to face a moment to where whatever they were doing was not working. But it's not working because the Most High is spoken. Even the Orishas have to bow down before the Most High. Now, I told y'all she was the priestess of the family. High priestess. And she's putting in the work. She's doing everything that she can do to try to cover and cleanse the people in the family that she loves. But remember what I said, even the Orishas must bow before the Most High. The Most High never told us that there were not other gods. He said, I am the Lord of all lords, the God of all gods. There is none before me, there is none after me. So when the Most High speaks, everything in the universe, in the multiverse, must comply. So she's very tapped in. Queen of Cups is the psychic of the deck. She knows about the gossip. She knows about what's to come. And for me, it's not gossip on the internet. It's not the gossip on the street. The spirit realm is very busy right now. There's a lot of conversation in the spirit realm. All of the spirit realm is speaking right now. And she's been getting those transmissions. That's right. He said that I am the King of all kings, the Lord of all lords, the beginning and the end. That's right, the Alpha and the Omega. Okay, I got a couple cards was in here backwards. Wow. Yeah. And this is what they don't see coming. Public humiliation, regret, scrutiny, shame for things that were done in the past. Hangman to her petition. She extended a kind offer, and it's not that she doesn't have a good relationship with her Orishas, but they have to deny her offer because the Most High has spoken. And it's one of those, it's nothing personal, but the decree has already gone out. The devil and the Page of Wands. Yeah, she's trying to take this in a new direction. But I want y'all to see. You see the devil here and this person that is in this cage that's trying to, they're bound, but they don't see the doors open. They can get out. It's like she's trying to help her get out of what feels like damnation, allegedly. But she can't even see a way out. Wow, you said that Beyonce song is going viral right now, saying that Hangman owes her a debt. Well, here's the Hangman right here. If the Hangman owes you a debt, then that means he owes you a favor to where he can finally help you to move forward. So she definitely knows about her tarot. Hangman also represents hanging in the balance at the crossroads, waiting for a decision. Lots and lots of sleepless nights and anxiety, waiting for a message to come in. There's about to be a lot of problems with the money, y'all. King of Coins, Ten of Wands. This is all a part of spiritual judgment. Whew. Give me a moment, y'all, because it's like I'm channeling her energy and my chest is heavy. She's doing everything that she can do. She really is. She's doing everything that she can do to heal and reset the balance. But God has spoken. There's a lot of anxiety around her big sister. A lot of anxiety because it's like not knowing what's to come. This is the first time that they've ever been unsure in their whole entire existence of what's to come. They cannot control the narrative or the energy anymore. Everything is a surprise, even to them at this point. Remember what I said. Putting in a financial or spiritual payment and it's being rejected. The Orishas have been told to walk away. This is above them. the Empress and the Sun. Um, things that were brought into fruition will be exposed. Honey Lot, you are absolutely correct. Yes, God reigns supreme. Hold on, I gotta cover up the little tarot boobies because y'all know how they do us. So here it is. She gave an honest, kind offering to have balance through a new beginning, the Temperance. But y'all gotta remember, Temperance is also an angel. Temperance is an archangel, and archangels all work for the Most High. They already have their orders. This is her sister's house, but not just her physical property. This is her spiritual house. And she's trying to help her maintain and go into a new direction, but it's fallen under the devil. For those of y'all who've gotten personal readings from me, y'all know if I channel music, I sing, but I can't sing on here. I'm channeling a song with her and Kendrick Lamar, Freedom, and I'm hearing the freedom, freedom, I can't move, freedom, let me be. This is something that she can't get free from. Nine of Swords to the Tower, inevitable. Anxiety, because you know the day is coming and there's nothing you can do about it. It's inevitable. Oh, thank you, honey. May the Most High magnify this tenfold in you and your household. Said ascended gods and masters protect the energy in the chat and protect Angel in the name of Jesus. Amen. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm telling you, like, my chest is so heavy right now. It's a lot of anxiety. It's a lot of pressure. So I could see how and why you can't sleep through something like this, because at any day it could be your last. And I just keep channeling that freedom song, that freedom, freedom, I can't move, freedom, let me free. Daphne, you got to think a little higher than this. This isn't even about him and her at this point. This is spiritual judgment. Nobody can escape spiritual judgment. Not me, not you, no one. Heartbreak. Things will still be exposed. Heartbreak. Every knee shall kneel, every head shall bow. This is why Solo is working to clear the energy. She wants to protect the babies as well. She wants to protect the children. She tried to get them to go in a new direction. But they don't respect her the way that they should. They really need to listen to her. She is the spiritual powerhouse of the family, but it's only so much she can do. Everybody has to be held accountable for their own energy. She can only do so much. Princess Pooh, that's funny you should say that, because this card falls under the Empress, which is the mother. And the sins of the mother and the sins of the father will be paid for by the children if the spiritual debt is not collected. So I'm gonna close it on this, y'all, because this is heavy. Like I said, the Orishas have been told to stand down. Walk away from this offer. Four of Swords. All I'm going to say is this. I've been warning y'all for almost 2 years that this day was coming. And when the day comes, I'm not going live. I will not be on the internet. A lot of people globally will have a mental health crisis. So if you do not see me on the internet, I already told you why. So, angels, please close this portal. Thank you for the transmission. And I send healing energy to everybody that is in the sound of my voice. And I pray over every last one of you that God gives you strength to not let this break you mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. But God's will be done. And there's nothing that can be done when God makes his decree. Those orders are already being handed down from Metatron, so it will be. Let this be a lesson to everybody, me and every last one of you. You cannot outrun God. You cannot undo his will. His will be done. Yeah. It's some things that money and notoriety cannot help you out of. And Casey Barnes, baby, I've been giving this warning for a while. God gave me this message years ago. This isn't new. If you've been with me for a while, I told y'all the way that God initially told it to me was one will be judged before God, the other will be judged before man. Well, welcome to the family, Casey. Hopefully this is not your last time here. Oh, I love back to you in the UK. Hopefully it's not your last time coming in, Casey Barnes. But yeah, I've been getting this transmission from God for a couple of years. And God has not changed what he said. I've gotten it, I can't tell you how many times over. No amount of money is worth this. None. Yeah, Princess Pooh. Temperance card does keep showing up in her reading. Yeah, the Temperance and the Four of Swords. That's the angel bringing down the decree. Daphne, see, it feels like the timeline is being sped up. I promise you. It really feels like somebody that it's even weird. Oh, I'm catching chills. It's even weird, like that line that Nikki had in Banned from NO, where she said, "You reap what you sow. Better get a seamstress." That hits so different now because, I mean, yes, it's a play on words. We know a seamstress can alter things, but this is like her sister trying to get a spiritual seamstress to alter what has been reaped and what was already sown. But not being able to alter what's etched in stone. So I'm telling you, everything Nikki say comes freaking true. God has plenty anointed out here. And people don't understand that the anointed don't look the way you want them to look. He has them in several different walks of life, several different capacities, because no one person can speak to all people. But everybody has the people that God has assigned them to talk to. Said, I thought when you bring rituals public, it drains more energy from the actual ritual itself. Not true, Marla Maria. You got to remember, concerts are rituals. When you go to a concert and they ask you to raise or extend your hand, you are giving your energy with that ritual. If two or three or more gather together in whatever name they are gathering under, then it is done. So you have to be very careful of what you give your energy to. Doing a ritual publicly does not take away from the ritual. What takes away from the ritual is that there's a higher authority that blocked it. Says she doesn't want to accept what she's seeing. The spirit is trying to prepare her. Well, that, and she wants to protect the children, the bloodline. She's trying to do whatever she can to cleanse the bloodline, to take all that energy off the bloodline and to course correct. That's right. Communion on Sundays is a public ritual. That's right. Said this is crazy. I see why she's pleading on behalf of those kiddos. Wow. Yeah. And see, here's the thing. Anything that is petition that is against the anointed, and y'all got to know there's anointed in the light and in the dark. But if you petition against someone that is anointed by God's hand covers them, you automatically curse yourself and your entire bloodline. So you have to be very careful what you do and what type of petition you put out. Because the last thing you want to do is insult the Most High by putting something out that is against his higher good or against the people that he covers. The Most High is very sensitive about his children. And y'all got to think about all of the people that have been affected, I want to say like in the last 10, 15 years, by their family that have an anointing on them. That touch not mine anointed is real. You cannot touch God's anointed. Very, very dire consequences for touching the anointed. You know how many people are going to suffer a spiritual retribution because they laughed at Sunstar and they talked about how he was crazy and he was out of his mind and he was standing on that court petitioning justice and judgment from the Most High, because the Most High said, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. So he went before the Most High and he requested vengeance, and people laughed. Those people are going to start to have problems. But everything that he prayed for, everything that he petitioned on the steps of the court, he petitioned in spiritual court, and we are watching it unfold right now. Baby, it don't even matter what the significance is of her altar. The situation is out of her hands. It really is. It's out of her hands. Right. So they laughed at Nipsey Hussle's mom too. Right. Because they didn't understand what she was talking about. Absolutely. Remember what I told y'all. You cannot touch the anointed. And the anointed does not look the way you think they should look. God don't pick the ones that we think should be anointed. He qualifies and anoints the ones that he picks. Said I see why they don't F with Michelle like that. Because she still has God's covering on her. But think about all the mental health issues and the spiritual, battles that she was under while she was around that energy. This is, this year is under the vibration of a 9. 9 represents the end, the closing of all cycles. So that's why a lot of these people are meeting their end this year, and you're going to watch it just coast out for the next year or so. But they will face their judgment. Abar, you don't have the authority to tell anybody who God can choose to anoint and teach. So I'm going to send you back to the street before you say something that's going to really anger the Most High. Right, many are called, but few are chosen. And see, that person who comes in here talking about the Most High said women are not to teach, the Most High never told anyone that. Y'all better go back and start rereading some of these Bibles, the Bibles before King James. It's a reason why they got rid of those. God picks and chooses whoever he wants. He does not pick just off of your chromosome. He chooses who he wants. Baby, the veil is gone. The gifts are being activated left and right. If you wake up one day and your, taste buds change and your diets change, that's because the Most High is detoxifying your body so that he can start to use your vessel, because your body is the temple that he resides in. He lives in you. He works through you. A lot of people are going to wake up to spiritual anointings and gifts that they didn't even know was possible, because God is activating a lot of people right now, because y'all, judgment is about to come fast, swift, and extremely heavy, and people are not going to see it coming. I mean, look at the people who are facing judgment right now. Everybody was like, oh, Diddy's only going to get a couple years and he's going to get out. Baby, they just wanted to sit him down for a minute so that they can keep those indictments rolling in. He said, Angel, I told you I've been all of a sudden not liking certain foods. I mean, it's happening to a lot of people. Certain foods will cause you to, to where you can't sleep. They make you feel nauseous. It's because your vibration is raising. And as your vibration raises, certain things cannot be digested anymore in your body. Said, I believe that because I feel sick to my stomach after eating certain foods. Yeah. Those visions are going to become clearer and clearer, Daphne. Said, maybe that's why my diet completely changed. I did have a visit from a spirit recently. Yeah, your body is being cleansed. Said, my appetite has been changing. I promise you. It's a spiritual detox that turns physical. And the healthier you get, the more energy that can come to you, the more God can communicate with you. Said, yes, Angel, and the attacks are also coming. If her don't stay grounded in the spirit, we will get defeated. Yeah. You said they messing with the lie. They can do what they want to do. It still didn't stop God's message. Yeah, a lot of people's diets are about to change. Oh, Kaylin, I haven't ate pork in, it's been at least over 15 years. Easy, at least. He said the live is glitching. Well, you get too positive, folks feel some type of way. Oh, okay, said you're down 5 pounds. I want to say I've lost probably like 15 pounds in the last few weeks. I'm down to, I want to say, around like 160. Said I was told that I had spiritual gifts and that I would receive soon. Now that you're saying this, it makes me feel like confirmation. Yeah, it's definitely going to be, a cleansing situation. So, y'all, I got to do some spiritual cleansing because I want to get this energy up off of me. I want to cleanse the energy around my house. And I'm going to continue to put, the mightiest of angels over all of you to keep you safe and surround you all in angelic fire to keep anything away from you that is not from the highest heavenly order. So you didn't say how to interact with the Phantom Maid deck was. Listen, the Phantom Maid deck is a very interesting deck, for sure. Oh, thank you, Nene. So, Angel, will you post any videos this week? I finally can post some videos, y'all. I couldn't post any videos because they had all types of issues with my internet. They literally had to fix 5 blocks worth of copper cable just to fix my internet personally. Can y'all believe that? 5 whole blocks of cable to fix only my internet. So now I can go back to doing uploads and not just doing lives. Because that's why I picked up on the lives and just give y'all an extra live here and there. Because my uploads were taking so long that they just wouldn't even upload. That's the only time I've ever heard something like that, y'all. 5 whole blocks of cable. They started coming out on Thursday. They initially got it back to where it was looking pretty good in my membership. It was like the clearest it ever looked. And then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, nothing. Monday, they had to send out the bucket crews where, you know, they have the extender on the truck and they get in that bucket and they can get up on the pole. And they had to go practically from my house a half a mile down just to fix mine. He said, please, from the vault. I got some interesting things in the vault that I can start uploading. I'm gonna go through my vault because I didn't name everything in the vault, y'all, and it's over 1,000 videos. So I'm gonna go through the old stuff and upload some of the old readings from quarantine from the vault in membership. I'm still surprised that y'all actually like those old videos. I didn't think anybody would want to see them because they're so old, but y'all got it. Y'all asked for it, y'all got it. And I'll go through the ones I can upload and I'll put them up. You said they had to time travel back to 1997. Oh, they had to find me in high school? Oh, I'm glad that y'all appreciate the vault. I got a few of them. I think I'm going to find a Felicia Rashad one and try to see if I can have that one up tomorrow. Because that ties into some stuff that's going on right now. Did I hear about who's dad? I'm trying to see what that... Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I had to see what the little emoji was. Said I came here after Tori, so I can't wait. Oh, baby. Those Tori readings, whenever y'all get a free moment, because I know everybody's busy, go back to the Now That He's Been Convicted reading. I have 2 on him going to the appellate court. I want to say at least a year before they even made the petition for the appellate court. Those 3 in particular, a lot of that information is coming out right now. Because that I wanna say so what's to be expected now that he's been convicted? If I'm not mistaken, that's the one where I predicted that a person that was a part of that would be accused of being sexually inappropriate with a minor. And that accusation did come forward. I told y'all it would be scandal after scandal after scandal. And as Tori prepares to come home, the ones who are responsible for him going in would be preparing to go in themselves. And they would be like 2 ships passing in the night. Tori coming out and them getting ready to go in. So all of those things are just now really starting to manifest. Let's see. Megan versus 1501. I did a commentary, a play-by-play of the altercation out in the street. I want to say it's like the last 15 minutes of that reading. I tapped in spiritually and told y'all what happened in the street when they got into it. So this has been a journey, but God told me to stay by Tori until he comes home. And that's what I plan on doing, and I'm going to ride it out to the very end. Thank you, Simply Fee. One of these days, y'all, like my membership people, they know more about my personal story. But one of these days, I'm going to tell y'all about everything that I've been going through behind the scenes while I've been sitting here at this table telling you about what's to come with everybody else. Y'all, when I tell you a lot of this stuff, y'all ain't gonna believe it. Baby, you'd be surprised that I show up here every week on time and do this channel with some of the stuff that's happened to me. But God already showed me that when this is all said and done, he's gonna have the victory and the glory, and everything is going to work out to my highest good. So I'm not even worried about it, y'all. You said I believe you and not surprised at all. Baby, I bet you would be surprised. I can't say the names attached to it right now, but y'all would be ready to watch my story on Stars. I promise you. I promise you. The names attached to my story and the names that they're attached to, you'd be like, what? How is this possible? I promise you. That's right. I'm 7 Mile tough. You better tell them. I was born in Highland Park. I grew up on 7 Mile. But even more than that, God fortified me for this journey because he knew what I was going to be up against before I even got here. Said, yeah, I seen people saying, what was that? Saying that her dad is alive. Okay, have I heard of Catherine White? Is that Kathy Karina White? The young lady who passed, is that the same person? Wait a minute, what's going on with Faith? What did I just miss? Oh, we about to wrap it up, yeah. Justice for Us, can you do me a favor and drop that link for membership back in the chat, and I'll wait so anybody else that wants the membership link can get that link before we get out of here? Please and thank you. Oh, you said we went to high school together. Hey. What year did you come out, Casey? Yeah, Thisha, I'm definitely a part of something unfolding. God got an interesting way of how he uses me, baby. The angel that face you made. That might be some truth to him being alive. Oh, say Catherine White and I, Jay-Z alleged mistress. Oh, y'all went to school together. Interesting. Wow. Hey, Keisha T. My email is angelkissestheoracle@gmail.com. And I'm very, very swift with returning emails. And you just, when you email me, let me know if you'd like a morning or an afternoon appointment. And if you like a 30-minute appointment or an hour, and we'll get you scheduled right away. Justice for Us, can you do me a favor and drop the membership link again for me, please and thank you? Because someone just asked about how do they get a membership. Thank you. So whoever wants to get a membership, it is the link right here that is in blue italics. You click on that link and there's 2 tiers. There is the $3.99 membership, and then there's the $9.99 membership. $9.99 membership gets you in the tarot class where I teach you how to read tarot every week on Monday, but you get to get all of the membership lives. The $3.99 tier, you get the spiritual lives where we talk about spirituality, religion. We talk about how to clean and clear and cleanse energy. We talk about breaking generational curses and things like that. So it's 2 different tiers. Whichever one is best for you, I thank you in advance for joining membership. Thank you, Alicia. Alicia said my readings are good. It's always funny, y'all, because I can't sing on here. But to the people that have had readings with me, where, you know, if you are a musically inclined person, my angels will give me a lot of your messages in music. And I'll sing, I'll rap. MC, if you worried about my nails not being clean, you don't have to watch, baby. How about this? Let me help you. There we go. Hold on. There you go. Back to the street you go. Now you can go out there and be a gutter snipe. You're welcome. Aw, thank you, Mystic. Said I thoroughly enjoyed my reading. So yeah, you know, for those who have had those musical type readings, like they're always like, oh, Angel, you really sing. Oh, said I wanted to stay longer than an hour. Oh, you're sweet. So y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to wrap this up. I'm gonna stay in here just a few more minutes because I want everybody that wants to get that membership link to be able to get that link. And then we're gonna go ahead and call it a night. Oh, thank you, Yaya. Many blessings to you. Let God fortify you and multiply that to your family and you tenfold. Y'all, it looked like they sending me the little tink tink box. They running out of money. I'm getting the slow bus box. Oh, you said people said they could not find the mug shot of her dad, and then they said that it should have been since he was locked up, right? I mean, I've seen it. I don't know if you can find it currently, but I've seen it. Miss LaDon, thank you for joining tarot class, sweetie. Tarot class is getting an extra class this week since we went live publicly by mistake. We're going to do a tarot class privately on Sunday. So you will be able to be in that tarot class on Sunday. And y'all, here's the thing. We really predict a lot of things in tarot class. Oh, thank you, Kimmy. Oh, God bless you, and let God magnify this in your household and your finances and everything tenfold. Yeah, we predict a lot in tarot class. And my thing is, I don't want to teach you to read like me. I want to help you to learn how to tap into your own intuition so that you can trust your intuition and you can build your confidence. Because eventually, some of you will have your own platform. And I want you to be in the highest vibration and in the highest level of confidence when you start your own platforms, because you'll have your own people. I'm going to come over and subscribe to you. And you've got to be confident in the way that you learn and the way that you do things. I'm only here to assist you, to help you build on your own intuition and gifts. So it's not for me to teach you to do it my way. It's for me to help you do it the best way that you know how. And then from that point on out, we're going to help to just build and build and build on your skill set. And in the meantime, you learn about how to spiritually cleanse, how to cleanse your decks, how to charge your decks. We learn a lot about the history of tarot, because the more that you know about history, the more that you know about period pieces, it's a lot easier for you to be able to channel. Thank you, Chocolate. Oh, God magnified His tenfold for her and her household. Peace and blessings to you as well. Well, thank you for allowing me to share my gift, because without you all being here, I would just be talking to myself. So I thank every last one of you for being a part of my journey and allowing me to be a part of yours. And I want all of you to go out and be a blessing to everyone that you encounter, because that's what we're here for. Oh, thank you, Jamaican Mom. Let this be magnified for you and your household tenfold as well. Y'all, you said, I have been tapping into my cards, but I've been nervous about going public. Well, I mean, it depends on what it is that you want to do and what you're here to do. If you don't want to go public, you don't have to. It's about whatever is best for you. Tarot is just a tool. The intuition is what helps you with the tarot. You can give a deck of cards to anybody, and that does not mean that they have a gift or they have intuition. I like to teach you guys as I read, because there's a lot of people out here who will have their cards pre-selected, whether they're already laying on the table and then they already give you a message that they already worked out, or they'll do something like this, because I've definitely seen this before. They'll do something like this. They'll have a deck, okay, and they'll get to telling you a narrative, and if you're not paying attention when they're giving you the story, they'll just pull off and be like, yeah, it's the end of the cycle. And then what's next? Yes, here it is. The truth is coming out. But see, what you don't know is the cards are already pre-organized. So when they do that, a lot of times they already have rehearsed and organized the cards, and they have the message already, you know, rehearsed like a script. I show you how to do it from the ground floor up. When I teach you in tarot class, you don't just learn how to read tarot. I teach you how to read these like an oracle. I teach you how to read it as a clarifier. I teach you how to use it as a Sabila. You're going to learn every possible way that you can use these cards, and not just one way. Because here's the thing, if the energy is real, you're going to get confirmation after confirmation after confirmation. A confirmation does not just come one time. It will come multiple times, over and over and over again, if the message resonates and is true. You say they never used AI to come up with readings. Well, I don't know if y'all seen it, but they said that they're going to stop paying AI channels on YouTube. So if they stop paying AI channels, a lot of content creators will no longer make money. They said you have to use your own voice and your own content. So I'm safe, but you know, if that is true, it's gonna be a huge hit to a lot of channels that make a large amount of money using AI. Thank you, Tina12. Said, I haven't been a sub for long, but I am happy I found your channel and will definitely be booking a reading. Thank you so much. And may God bless you and multiply this love offering times 10 for you and your family and your household. So, y'all, let me go ahead and get out of here, because I really do need to spiritually cleanse my house, cleanse this energy off of me, and I'm going to send some well wishes and some love and some prayers for Solange, because I really, really do feel for her, and my heart is with her, because she's doing the best that she can to help her family. She really is. But you can only do so much. People are still going to have to be accountable for their own energy. So Many blessings to all of you. May God bless all of you. And to everybody that is in membership, I will see y'all tomorrow night at 7 p.m. And tarot class, I will see you again at 7 p.m. on Sunday. Oh yeah, I almost forgot y'all. So tomorrow I am going live for the first time ever on, excuse me, not tomorrow, Friday. I'm going live for the very first time ever on Twitch. So if you follow me on Twitch, I will see you tomorrow night at 7 p.m. on Twitch. It will be my very first live on Twitch. For those of you that don't have my Twitch information, go over to, matter of fact, I'm going to go over to it. Hold on. Show you myself. So here I am on Twitch. Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I am going to go live on Twitch. It will be the very first live on Twitch, and I'm going to use Twitch to replace Station Head. No longer doing Station Head, so meet me on Twitch Friday evening at 7 p.m. at Angel Kisses the Oracle, the same name as this page. Say, is your email pic a lady holding a crystal ball? Yes, it is, Keisha T. Yes, it is. That is me. So, good night, y'all. I thank you so much. And may the angels cover every last one of you and your families. And please, whatever you do, do not wait too late to get your energy and your life right, because nobody is promised tomorrow, and nobody is promised to be able to get away with offending the Most High. Whatever you do, please do not provoke the Most High to wrath. Good night, y'all.